You don't have to set an alarm clock to remind yourself to do it. You can just do it whenever. So I figured today we have a little break. We'll do a little story time, take a break from the health talk. What's he eating today? Just pigeons now. Vegetable police. Pigeon police. I like doing these story times because by me talking about my past traumatic experiences, they may help you out somehow. They may just make you feel better about something bad that's happened to you in the past. Why do I have to visually represent everything? The past is back there. So in today's video, I want to talk about how my kindergarten teacher almost ruined my life and how she continues to shape my future paths and how I'm still to this day trying to undo all the mind traps that she left in my brain. Help me.
I'm a vampire, running around the street in a werewolf's costume. I'm unstoppable, but lost.
So we got to travel back in time here. 1986 is the setting. The 80s, disco was a thing. It was a simpler time. Electronics were now available. Remotes for your newly colored TVs. Fantastic time to be alive. Does that small piece of sunlight destroy your life? So I was going to school for the first time. Up to this point, life was on easy streak. I could do whatever I wanted all day long, just chilling in the living room watching Conan the Barbarian, just eating hot dogs and spilling apple juice on the floor, and patting my tummy. This is slightly off-centered and I can't stand it. Thumbs up if you noticed it. So I was forced to go to child jail and learn amongst the other children prisoners, and we did what we could to get by. School is a scary place for a young child. Like, all of a sudden you're taken out of your home. It's like, what? Oh my God, there's other little beings like me. Oh no. Am I as good as them? So I don't know if this was my first day or even first year, but this is the only thing I remember from that school. We're in a class, and all of a sudden, it's time to sing a song. And I started getting so excited. I don't think I've even heard music at this point. And all of a sudden, we're marching in a circle. And it's like, and we're singing, I don't know, did we have tambourines or something? We're just musicking all around. And I got so excited. The musical child awoken in my heart. And I was like, oh my God, this is fantastic. And I just started doing whatever the hell. It was completely different than the song. I didn't know the song. How can you expect a 5-year-old child to know the song? I don't know the words. So I'm singing my own words. Completely terrible song that I'm singing. And the teacher just says, no. She grabs me by the arm, takes me out of the class. She's like, no. What are you doing? No. Sit. Bad boy. I'll kill you. I will fucking. I just wanted to sing. It was a fun song. I didn't know the words. I did the best I could with what I had in my 5-year-old mind that I still possess to this day. Still got it. Take that, teach. Little did I know that a seed was planted that day. This changed my life. Basically, the message I got was, do not express yourself. It is bad when you express yourself. Stop it. Don't enjoy yourself. No. It was a scary moment. A little kid, then a big old whitey meanie lady grabs you. Come here, Mrs. Cook. I'll never forget you, Mrs. Cook. She's probably dead. She was like 80 years old. I outlived you, bitch. My respects to your family. So from that day on, I've had trouble expressing myself. It's a common thing. Most people have something like this, where you were doing something and then your parents or your teacher, some adult asshole, was like, no, that's bad. And then you took it the wrong way. You're like, expressing myself is bad? Doing what I love is bad? Oh no. Most adults just don't like noise in general. So you do anything slightly elevated volume, it's like, fuck. So many poor traumatized kids. I remember this one kid, we're deviating off the story, but this one kid came to my house. It was my mom's friend, and they were hanging out, and she had a kid and brought him over, and it's like, oh, we have to hang out now. And I'm not gonna even sugarcoat this. This kid was fucked up. There's something very wrong with this child. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, he's just the kind of kid you're just like, what is wrong with you? Even if he's not doing anything, you're just like, oh, why do you exist? Like, it was bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So he's in my room, and I'm not even sure if he understands English. Like, he's a whitey. He's just a whitey, but he's like not all there. And I was just getting annoyed with him, and I just said, leave my room. And he said, okay. And I felt so bad. I was like, oh, he understood. Oh, that's a dagger in the heart. I'm sorry, kid. But I remember seeing that kid again out like at a garage sale, and some other kids were chasing him. Like, this kid could have nothing good happen to him. I don't know if it was the way he looked or what, but just people did not like this guy. I wonder where he is today. He's probably the most successful Canadian we've ever known in our life. So who knows? I wish him well. And why did I even start talking about this? We're just running down memory lane. Oh, the reason I brought him up was just because, like, I probably traumatized him that day. Just saying, get out of my room. I don't like you. And then those kids chasing him down the hill. Why were they chasing him? I don't know. It's like he was just so weird. It's like, get out. They tried to chase him out of town with pitchforks. You don't belong here. So I took it with me. I just remember in school so much just not wanting to speak out or just be myself. Like, I think I've told this story before where I was in a swimming race, maybe on the Patreon Q&A that you can sign up to. I answer more personal questions on there. If you ever have a question like this, you want to know something, you go sign $1 a month. But we were at school, we're in swim class, and we're having a race at the end of the class. And I'm ahead. I'm winning this, like, hands down. I was the fastest swimmer you've ever seen in your life. Kids were dropping out left and right. They're like, I can't compete with him. What, does he have a motor in his shorts? Oh, I did. A tiny motor. Moving along. So I'm easily winning this race, and then kids are dropping out, and then it comes down to where there's just me and another kid, and that was too much pressure for me. It's like, oh, no. So I just quit. I had one length of the pool left, and I just stopped. I was like, I can't handle this pressure. No way. I would have won, but I couldn't. And it probably stemmed back to that moment in kindergarten, which, like, don't be yourself. Don't be the fastest swimmer this world has ever known. Don't you dare. So I just stopped. And I stopped. I let fear get to me. Just the fear of competition, the fear of just being myself and expressing my totality. I let it get to me. And another time, I think this was in grade 1. I don't even know why I'm gonna tell this story. I thought I would take this one to the grave. I was planning to. I've never told anybody this, and it doesn't really have a lot to do with this story, but it's so embarrassing that I have to just get it out. It's so embarrassing. I liked this girl, Diana. I remember it was like the first girl I ever liked. I was like, oh, Diana. She was like the only other girl in the class that I remember. And she was cute, and I was like, all right. I'm like 6 or 7 years old, and I like wrote little notes. I love Diana. My mom remembers this probably. And one day, this other kid kissed her on the cheek, and I was like, I was devastated, emotionally traumatized. I was like, I can't believe he's just doing that. You can do that to girls? You can just kiss them? So I didn't know what to do. So I wanted to kiss someone or anything. So I kissed a boy. Kissed a boy. And the teacher was like, get your lips off of him. Not sure I really knew the difference back then, but he was the closest one to me. I was like, you're getting it. Come here. Come kiss me. You'll be my Diana now. Dave, you're Diana now. So that was another traumatizing experience. I couldn't even express my own love for men. It's bullshit. Kindergarten is bullshit. But I really did let all these suppressive moments dictate what I would do in the real world out there. In high school, like if I wanted to say something, I didn't. I held back because of these earlier moments. Because we feel that pain early on in our life and it's so strong. We just attach it to every other possibility of expressing yourself. Telling a girl you like her, it's like, no, she might not. Telling a boy you like him, oh no, he definitely didn't. To this day, I still carry it with me, just that fear of expression. When I want to sing, I actually saw a psychiatrist once, because I was all into health. I've seen so many naturopaths and doctors, and one of my naturopaths recommended me to see this psychiatrist. And he was free, so he was like, he paid for by the city. I don't know that he was good enough to charge money, but I remember going to him, and he's like, so what's your problem? And I was like, I can't express myself. Like, I'm a musician here, but I can't do it. I could never sing in front of people. And he's like, well, sing then. That's what I'm afraid of. Singing in front of you right now. So obviously not. He's like, just sing. And he started singing. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to sing. I'm going to have to face my worst fear in life right now. So I did sing. Mayo. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was me trying. I was trying my hardest. Mayo. Oh, Jesus Christ. I also have a problem with laughing in front of people. Because I cry so much when I really laugh. I just start bawling my eyes out. So I often suppress it. It's tough to really get me to laugh. Only I can do it, and a couple other people. But, oh man, I miss my friend Junior. Back in high school, we just used to laugh so much together. It's so healing. It really is. I feel like that's one of my gifts to the world, is like, if I can just cheer somebody up, I feel so much better. I should probably stop trying to be this health guru. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. I should just focus on the humor more. I think I will probably do that. So we'll see what happens in that future. So back to the story. I did sing in front of him, and it was hard, but it did break something free. I was like, okay, we did it. I was scared as shit to do that, and I did it. And okay, I don't think I ever saw him again. I was like, I'm never revisiting those fears with you, you asshole. But at least started something. So all I can say on this is, you just have to recognize the past traumatic experience. It's like, okay, that happened. That sucked. How do we get over it? And it doesn't have to be this new traumatic experience where you go out into the street and start singing. It's like, it doesn't have to be that dramatic. For me, like, okay, I'm afraid to express myself and just like say what's on my mind sometimes. So I will try doing that slowly. Like when I see somebody coming, I used to be very afraid to even smile or do anything to them. It's like the fear. Like sometimes you go, hey, and then they stone face you. Don't say hi to me, you don't know what it's like. So I start slow like that, just saying hi to somebody and smiling. And like just being aware that they may not smile back. And that's okay. They may not be in the mood to do that whole interaction. But just do it. Get it out there. You wanted to say hi, do it. Little things like that, or just saying what you want. I've had many conversations where like something has been said and then I want to say a joke and I'm not sure if they're gonna get offended by it or not, and I held it in and I'm like, damn it, that would have been so funny if I just said that. It might have loosened up the whole conversation. Don't hold back. Just be yourself. Be your true self and say what's on your mind. That's why I respect people like Cole Robinson from The Snake Diet. He just says it. Whether you agree or disagree with what he has to say, at least he's saying what he believes is right. And that's why I just love people like that, and people that are just so afraid of what other people think of them, and so they don't shine their light. They're afraid to shine their light because of the shadows that might be shown back upon them. So in whatever way you were suppressed as a child or a young adult, teenager, teeny bopper, just let it go. Acknowledge it, and then try to overcome it slowly, each and every day. Just try to, I don't know what to do, but just be yourself. Be yourself. You're good enough the way you are. Let the world see it, damn it. Don't be afraid to be yourself. I don't know what it stands for. So we're done. I think we're done. So let me know all your childhood traumatizations down below. Post them. Share with the world. Don't be so afraid. Loser. And I think we're done. Consider giving the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down. If you just got back from Miss Cook's funeral, you brought her Pringles. May she rest in peace. Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one.